Bottom line up front, Hawaii does not have four distinct seasons like much of the United States because of its tropical location. The islands sit between 19 and 22 degrees north latitude in the Pacific. Being this close to the equator regulates temperatures in a very narrow range. Unlike the mid-latitudes, the sun stays high overhead throughout the entire calendar year. This eliminates the drastic seasonal cooling seen in northern continental climate zones, though. Instead, the islands experience two main periods: a wet season and a dry season, rather than four. Meteorologically, we define the dry season by lower moisture levels in the troposphere. In these months, upper-level high pressure often suppresses the broad vertical cloud development. The Hawaiian Islands are situated firmly within the tropics, very close to the equator. This location is permanently buffered by the steady flow of trade winds annually. Consistent winds from the northeast ensure the islands stay breezy rather than stagnant. Because of this steady movement, heat indices rarely spike into extreme danger zones. This low latitude is the primary reason why it stays warm all year round. Oceanic heat capacity prevents the daily shifts common in mid-latitude landlocked regions. Average sea surface temperatures typically stay between 74 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit daily. This enormous heat sink acts as a stabilizer for the local air temperatures. Temperatures do not change as much as they would in states further north or south. By contrast, continental interiors experience massive seasonal swings of 60 degrees or more. Hawaii's records reflect incredible stability, often seeing variance of only 10 degrees total. That consistency is remarkable for the average traveler, but the seasonal differences are crucial for local ecology. The dry season, or summer, typically runs from May through October. During this interval, the intertropical convergence zone is positioned far to the north. This shift restricts storm track influence across the main Hawaiian archipelago for months. During these months, you will see more sunshine and less rain, making it ideal for outdoor activities. Solar intensity is highest during this window for every island in the chain. Clear skies allow for maximum evaporation, which fuels local sea breeze development daily. Yet drought conditions can develop quickly given the lack of synoptic scale rain. Average daily temperatures hover around 85 degrees Fahrenheit. This heat keeps humidity levels relatively moderate due to consistent oceanic airflow. Because of the moist Pacific air, the dew point remains fairly consistent daily. The wet season, or winter, lasts from November to April. During these months, extratropical cyclones track significantly further south than in summer. Kona storms or cold fronts can occasionally bring heavy precipitation across the islands. This period brings more rainfall, especially to the windward sides of the islands. Orographic lift plays a massive role in where that moisture actually falls nightly. Air forced up volcanic slopes cools, condenses, and creates localized persistent rainfall zones. However, even during the wet season, bright sunny days are still very common. The rain is often short-lived pass-through showers rather than day-long gloomy systems. Localized convection usually clears within an hour, returning skies to blue quickly. The average temperature during the wet season is still a warm 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Hawaii's unique trade winds also play a major role in its consistent weather patterns. These winds are persistent northeasterly trade winds driven by the Pacific sea level high. When this high-pressure cell shifts, it disrupts the entire regional weather equilibrium. These winds blow from the northeast, bringing moisture and cooler air year-round. This cooler marine air prevents the heat island effect from becoming too severe. The island's volcanic topography also causes microclimates. Mount Waialeala on Kauai is frequently listed as one of Earth's wettest spots. However, nearby coastal areas receive only about 20 inches of rain each year, quite a contrast to Mount Waialeala. This means different parts of a single island can have vastly different weather conditions. The variation across a single island chain is scientifically fascinating to meteorologists everywhere. Rain gauge data verifies this massive gradient within even just a few miles. For example, the windward sides are often wetter and greener. Dense vegetation is a direct response to consistent rainfall patterns throughout the year. Leeward areas lack this deep green due to the rain shadow created by the mountains. The leeward sides, protected from the trade winds, tend to be much drier and sunnier. These dry ecosystems are critical for specific fauna that require sparse rainfall intervals. These zones stay sunny throughout most of the year, even during wet season. These factors combine to create a climate where seasonal changes are based on rainfall, not temperature. Meteorological data confirms seasonality is solely about precipitation flux and atmospheric stability. So, while you won't see autumn leaves or winter snow in most of Hawaii, you will always find a beautiful, warm climate. Bottom line, Hawaii's tropical location and unique geography mean it experiences two seasons, wet and dry,